What is up, everybody? Spaz here. Welcome to my channel, Arrowkey Gaming TV. Welcome to another Payday 2 video. Been a while, I know. We'll talk about that in a second. And welcome to the Armored Transport DLC brought to us by Overkill. And this DLC is kind of like the other DLCs, so let's just go over some of the basic stuff, and then I will show you some gameplay with some of the new missions. To start, what I meant by it's similar to some of the other DLCs that we've experienced or events is that you do get a free mask, the Hockey Heat mask, just for joining the Payday 2 Steam group. So you have to join the Steam group in order to have access to this mask. Really cool looking mask, actually, better than any of their other hockey masks that they've had thus far. This one is very realistic in terms of looking like the mask from the movie Heat. If you haven't seen the movie Heat, you can no longer be looking at this channel. It's a crime to not see the movie Heat. Go out and rent it. One of the best movies ever. Okay, then outside of that, with this DLC, you will get automatically one of 4 presidential masks. I lucked out and got the Richard Nixon mask. I was stoked about this. This is what I was looking for. This was the mask I wanted out of the 4 available. So you can have the Richard Nixon mask. You can have Bill Clinton, Obama, and then George Bush the 43rd, not the 41st president. So the junior of the Presidentes. Then from there we have 3 new guns, and these all look cool, and I haven't messed around with them yet because I want to save them for a video and kind of maybe do a review on them. We are going to get the Commando 553. Now, if you've played games like Battlefield 4 or 3, there is a weapon very similar to this, and it is more commonly referred to as the SG-553. But this looks like a really nice compact rifle. I'm not going to look at the statistics of any of these weapons yet because I want to save that to really kind of look at them a little bit better rather than, you know, briefly touch on them here. So we do get that assault rifle. Then the secondaries, we get 2 new ones, and I'm really stoked about one of these. This one is really cool. I'll put this out there. The Swedish K reminds me very much like a gun that you would see in the World War II era. This is very kind of like a grease gun type look to it. At least that's what my first impressions, you know, with this gun was, oh, it's kind of like a grease gun. Looks really cool. I'm looking forward to testing it out and playing around with that. But then this weapon right here, I'm stoked about. It is one of the best looking pistols in the game. Very James Bondish design, so I am really stoked to do some stealthing missions with this pistol, the Gruber Kurz, something like that. So, and then as well with as the masks, there are 4 new patterns and 4 new colors available. And then we have new missions as well. Let's take a look at this. Go on to CrimeNet. There are a total of 5 new transport missions, hence the Transport DLC name. You will see some gameplay of the Crossroad missions in just a second. We'll go over that. But I want to point out with this, there is a hidden mission of sorts within these transport missions, and you have to find intel inside one of the armored cars that you knock over, and that will unlock a separate day 2. It's kind of similar to a getaway, but you do end up trying to go to a train to steal a turret, and it's kind of like Big Oil, the day 2 of Big Oil, in that you know how you're trying to steal the engine. This time you're trying to steal a turret, and you can get overwhelmed pretty quick on that mission. So let's go ahead and fast forward to some gameplay. Alright guys, here we go with some gameplay. Like I said, this is the first transporter mission, the Crossroads mission, and essentially what we have to do is knock over these armored cars, get inside, saw through some safety deposit box type thingamabobs, it's a very technical term, get all the gold and cash, and then get out. And then, as a reminder, pay close attention to potential intel, because if you do get the intel, you will have an optional day 2 mission, which gives you a better payout than just doing this and then proceeding to an escape mission. Or perhaps if you have the inside man asset, you bypass the escape mission and just leave. So this way you do have an opportunity to get the second day mission for a larger payout. One thing I would recommend for this, I've seen the trucks spawn in 3, there's either 3 or 4 trucks. I haven't seen 5 yet, and I would recommend 3 people bringing C4. Just because each truck requires 4 pieces of C4, or 4 charges, that's a potential of 16 charges required. Therefore, if you have 3, that's 18 charges of C4. And why I'm recommending C4 is because you will get overwhelmed really fast on this mission, in particular day 1. They start coming out of the woodworks fast, and even though it seems simple, you can get overrun. And the fastest way, I think, to secure all the loot, in my opinion, is to have enough people spec'd with C4 and potentially have 2 people in the lobby with saws. But some people may disagree. That's fine. I haven't played it enough to develop a better strategy, really. All I would suggest is that C4 is kind of a necessary thing for this mission. That is why I respect and was completely out of money. I don't know if you caught that at the beginning there. I have $10,000 cash right now. So anyways, the reason I wanted to do some commentary over the gameplay is because a lot of you have been sending me emails asking where have you been, where's the Payday 2 stuff, where's the Payday 2 stuff. So I wanted to get you up to speed with what's going on with me and this channel, and then also clear up the air as to what's going on with this beanie. I know I probably look like a homeless person, but I wanted to touch on this. Last Friday my roommate's cat ran away and we haven't been able to find him since. Long story short, I feel somewhat responsible for him running away, and so this week I've been going on multiple walks to potentially find him. We'll see if he does turn up. But it was really cold, so I wore this beanie, and then I started recording stuff, and I was like, you know, if I take the beanie off, I'll look like one of those guys that he looks like he slept in his beanie for a year. So that's why it's still on. And a funny story about it, actually, while I was looking for the cat, I was walking around the neighborhood surrounding our house, or my roommate's house. It's not my house. It's not our house. His house. And while I was doing so, I mean, I'm walking down residential streets, right? Just up and down, kind of looking around. And I go to this house where there's a car in the driveway, and this old lady's getting in the car, and it looks like, you know, her older husband's in the car with her. And as she's getting in, she stops and looks at me and, like, won't get in the car. I'm like, all right, well, I do kind of look sketchy with this beard, I guess, and I do kind of look homeless with this beanie. But anyways, she eventually gets in the car, but I keep walking, and I get up a few streets, and I look back, and their car's going like 3 miles an hour, following me down the road as if they're trying to, like, see if I'm gonna steal anything from their neighborhood. I thought it was, thought it was pretty funny. But anyways, so that's what's up with the beanie. But we're gonna switch over to the last day here in just a second, where you do the train mission. Now, this is the optional mission I was talking about. It took me several times or several attempts on this mission to get this to fire up. It is a probable. There's, it's up to probability. There is a chance that it may spawn or it may not spawn. So with this mission, before I elaborate on other things and lose my train of thought, you go to a train car and you are trying to steal a turret from this train car. And the easiest way to do this mission, because it took us 4 tries to get this done, is to completely stealth it. And as you're going to see, I think one person in this lobby was Ghost, but nobody was really in the stealthing, mindset. Everybody had armor on, and I wasn't even expecting a Ghost, so there's pretty much nothing I could do in this lobby besides watch until things went south. But the easiest way to do this mission, I am almost positive, it's much like Big Oil, that you need to stealth a large portion of it. We saw 6 guards spawn, so I don't know if it's a variable thing. I'm going to have to play around with this mission a little bit more. But so 6 guards could spawn, and I haven't been able to find key cards yet. Apparently there are key cards to get into the side of this train where you're trying to locate a safe that you have to drill through to get this turret. So apparently there are key cards, or you can use jammers to open up the side of this train, but we went ahead and drilled everything. That's why this mission was really hard to get done, because you do get very overwhelmed towards the end. And in the end of the game, I do go down and get put into custody, and luckily we had 2 other people in the lobby that were able to finish it out. But that's basically what you're trying to do there with this mission, is find the correct rail car that has a safe, then drill through the safe using a thermal drill that gets dropped in to get the turret, then you get out. Now, there are more than one safes in this mission. I've seen 2. And there's an asset to where you can buy an extra thermal drill, so I'm not sure what's in the second one yet. I don't know. Maybe it's a second turret. Maybe it's just money. I'm not sure. I can't tell you guys. I haven't played this mission that much. So if anybody else has some better information, let me know. Put it in the comment section. So as you watch the rest of this gameplay, I've cut it up because this mission took us, I want to say, close to 20 minutes. And since I'm talking over it, there's no need to blabber on and on for 30 minutes. While we watched everything in its entirety on this part of the gameplay. I will do this again with live commentary, but this time I just needed to talk to you guys about what's been going on with the channel, so that's why we're doing this. A lot of rambling. Sorry. Hopefully you're still with me. So, a lot of you have been sending me emails. Actually, a lot of people. Lots and lots of people sending me emails, where's the Payday 2 stuff, where's the Payday 2 stuff, where's the Payday 2 stuff, and every time I upload a Battlefield video, that's one of the first comments, where's the Payday 2 stuff? I needed a break. And that's the short and simple answer to where's the Payday 2 stuff. I needed a break. I've spent a lot of time into this game. A lot of time. Over 250 hours invested in this game. I don't know how many hours I've spent editing, coming up with ideas for videos, doing all the things behind the scenes for videos. I just needed a break. This game was becoming it wasn't fun. And this isn't like a job, and I'm not going to treat this channel like a job, so I'm not going to do something that I don't want to do. I needed a break from Payday. That's the plain and simple response. Sorry if that upsets you guys, but that's just the way it's going to be with this channel. That was the, basic point of this channel when I started it, was that I wanted to potentially pursue a career where I could do what I love, and I love playing video games. And if I'm not having fun playing a video game, then I've defeated the purpose of what I'm doing. So before I let this game completely burn out on me, I needed to take a break. So that's what it is. That's why I was gone. Hopefully you guys are understanding, but that's just the way it is. And I'm sure that's going to happen with other games too. Rather than give you guys shitty content, I decided not to give you any, because there's nothing worse, and I see it in other videos all the time. People continually playing games that they don't want to play. They're just making content to make content. I'm not going to do that. So, that's where I was. I apologize about that, but I needed a break. I mean, I don't know how long I'm going to be playing Payday 2. I'll probably play all the DLC, but I mean, as far as doing a video a day or 3 or 4 Payday 2 videos a week, I don't know if I'm going to be up to that again. Or, maybe in the future I will be, but I needed to take a break and step away from this game, and moving forward I will be covering, the rest of the missions in this DLC, some of these weapons, things like that, but it's not going to be, 8 hours every day focused just on Payday 2 stuff. So that's it. That's basically why I wanted to do this commentary over the video, just to let you guys know that. And say that I am sorry. I mean, I guess I'm sorry that, you guys were upset that I haven't uploaded a lot of Payday 2 stuff, but I mean, I've put up over 60 videos, and I just needed a break. I just needed a break. So, I don't know. Some of you will probably still be upset that I'm not going to be covering Payday 2 every single day or whatever, but that's just the way it's got to be with this channel. I want to focus on other games as well, and I just need to be having fun with what I'm doing, or else everything that I'm doing is going to be crappy. I'll put it that way with how I operate. If I'm not doing what I want, not to say if I had a job that I didn't want, I'd do it shitty, because if you're getting paid to do a job, you do it well. But this isn't a job. This is my thing, and I just want to be doing what I'm gonna have fun doing. So that's that. Anyways, as you're seeing here, it was really interesting. Towards the end of this gameplay, one of the guys in the lobby was lagging so bad that, I mean, he let everybody run by him, but it's because he never saw anybody. And as you're going to see, he's like trying to melee people that don't exist because he's lagging that bad to my connection. So I don't know what part of the world he was connecting on, but it was comical to see him and this other guy try to get these bags out to the boat. Because once you do disassemble or take apart... Is that a word, disassemble? Yeah. I don't know. I'm not a wordsmith. Once you do take it apart, you get it in bags and then take it to the boat, and that's the end of the mission. So as you're seeing here, these last two guys survived. And if you do get this mission to start up, like I said, you're going to notice that you do need to stealth it. It's a lot easier if you do end up stealthing it. And I look forward to having this mission pop up a few more times. and see if I can and stealth it and show you guys how to do that, the best way to do that. And I want to figure out where the heck the key cards come from. Maybe they're civilians. I don't know. We'll figure it all out. But I wanted to give you guys a quick video showing you all the ins and outs. There's more information about this DLC. I'll put that link in the description, but I wanted to give you a basic, quick overview of what's going on with this DLC, and then also spend some time with you telling you why I needed a break from Payday 2, and let you know that moving forward, yes, I will be covering Payday 2, but it's not going to be as intense as it was before. Maybe a couple videos a week. I don't know. I'll find out, but it got to the point where I needed to step away so that I wasn't giving you videos that you guys had no interest watching, because I would have been a bitter person, you know, raging on a game. So that's it for this video, guys. I will be covering a lot more about this DLC tomorrow. I wanted to get this up by some point tonight. It'll probably be really late at night by the time you guys get this, but I wanted to get this out there. So that's it for this one. We'll catch you in the next one. Talk to you later. Kauka.